They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Jose State Spartans, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Spartans' offense will take the field first. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates, they're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
Guys, let's think for just a moment about San Jose State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Nebraska's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this. Getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Quick completion to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To throw, it's McCoy. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Snapped it in the shotgun. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Right on the money. Trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on second and goal. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make move to change impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And Boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Algier. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking downfield on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers are on the move. They'll try to pound their way in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. You know this coaching staff was hoping for more from their senior quarterback. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then love to get something going here. And the Spartans racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. He breaks a tackle, and he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the tailback. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's McCoy. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. There's been next to zero execution in the passing game. They haven't taken care of the football, and they'll try to get something going, and they'll have to mount a rally. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Setting up the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner is stopped. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive, maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. And this less than stellar performance is something you just can't afford when you have a veteran signal caller. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top. Going to swing it on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Guys, let's talk for a moment about San Jose State. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of fun.
And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Cornhusker! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's a first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Algier. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Unloads to the wideout. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
It's now 3rd down.
And after the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, this offense faces 3rd down. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Out of the backfield, he's open. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Give to the single back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none. As he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Still on his feet at the 45. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Algier. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker!
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Here's the pressure. Couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it's a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Returner is tackled out at the 41.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field.
Base 27 jump.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's McCoy. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll throw on third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. The screen, and watch out. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Huskers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got his man on the right. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Spartans decide to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried. Into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got it on the right. At the 35, he's loose. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Back to pass, it's McCoy. Got the quick pass. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice pitch and catch there from QB to wide receiver. Great job. An out route is all about timing. 1, 2, 3, boom, break out, throw it to him right now. Great pitch, great catch.
Takes a handoff. It's Street.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
He's got two. He's got two. Ready, go.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
And the Huskers have it with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Nebraska! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Makes the grab. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Spartans are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
To the air on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this is taking over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. Oh, that's one that can mess with your confidence. That is horrible. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're
turning it on. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer,